it's Heidi, your pottery pal. This week, I'm going to show you how to decorate this mug. So let's get started. Okay, so originally, I was going to show you how to print a blend, but my screen kept clogging. So you can see on the right side where it goes from the blue to purple. It's kind of splotchy. That means my screen was clogging, and it was clogging because it's very hot in here right now. I fired the kiln and it's very hot in here. And so that is something to consider when you're screen printing. If your screen's clogged, it could be your environment, because I've had this happen in the summer before and I was getting very frustrated and I thought, I don't know what I'm doing. And then it dawned on me, maybe it's too hot. It was too hot. So I was able to get one good screen. So I was able to get this nice little blend for the house. So we're going to do that today. So the first thing we do for this is I'm going to put a thin coat of slip on the mug. I can't remember if we've actually done a wrap. It is a little different. It's a little trickier because of the, why is it trickier? I'm trying to think, trying to do two things at once. It is trickier because it gets kind of wrinkled. So I can't remember if we've gone over that yet, but we'll do that today. So it is very hot in here. This will dry fast. So we're going to just jump right into putting the slip on the transfer. You can see it's already losing its sheen. So it's actually kind of weird in the studio today. It's very hot, but we also have a winter storm warning. So I also have the door open so it's snowing inside. I don't think you'll be able to see the snow coming inside, but it's just too hot in here. So, all right, I'm going to apply the slip. And the other reason I know that the screen kept clogging because of the heat is I thought maybe it needed some more transparent base, because the transparent base helps the underglaze pass through the screen, and I actually added a little more to that blue color and it still did that. So I can only do what I can do. So I just lifted that up. You don't have to do that. I just like doing that. It helps get those wrinkles out, so it's just an easier surface to start working with. And if you've watched any of these videos before, I'm laughing because usually I feel like it takes a while for this to start losing its sheen, but it's so warm in here, it's not taking much time at all. So the mug has already lost its sheen, so we're going to move right into putting the wrap on the mug. So all I'm going to do is just set it right in the middle of that transfer. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to just pick up each end and gently wrap. And then I'm going to pick up this end and do the same thing. Now, a tip is, as you're doing this, you want to kind of make sure it gets contact in the middle before the edges. It'll wrinkle more if you try and make contact with these edges first instead of the center. Okay, so now we're going to do our favorite part of image transfer, the compressing. So you can see it's wrinkled here. It's okay. We will get to that. So we're just going to compress. Now right in here, I'm actually just going to compress like that. Okay, so back to compressing. So I always told you we have a winter storm warning. It's not a watch, it's a warning. We might get 8 inches of snow. That would be fantastic. I'm a big snow fan. The thing that makes me feel bad about like wishing for snow, two things. One, I don't want anyone to die, be that if they're unhoused or if they um, get into a car accident. And I also know that like it's harder on people who don't have a lot of money to heat their homes. I mean, I understand that my heating bill goes up. It's just so pretty. A little air bubble here. So there's my conundrum with like loving snow, but then also having a high strong moral compass. Okay, so we're gonna compress. And then remember the first compression, the first go around with compression with the red rib were just nice and easy. I'll just go over it again. And as I'm going over it again, I'm starting to apply more pressure. Today is Wednesday, November 26th. I had to look at the calendar. This time of year, I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but the date, I don't know. That's what I was going to say. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow here in the US. I don't know where you are watching this from. It's one of my, is it my favorite? No, Halloween's my favorite holiday. Christmas is nice. But Thanksgiving is nice because you just like eat. I mean, yes, the history of Thanksgiving is not the greatest. You know, I'm not going to get into all of that today. Maybe another video. I'm kidding. But like all the mashed potatoes, gravy, and turkey, and cranberries. I'm making cranberries, mashed potatoes, and gravy. It'll be delicious. And hopefully everyone is safe with the snowstorm. Okay, let's test it. Oh, look, it's working. Newsprint. This is newsprint. You can buy newsprint. Where can you buy newsprint? This is from U-Haul. If you're in the United States, I don't know if U-Haul is international. Oh, this is nice. I used to get I think you can get it on Amazon. But last time I bought it on Amazon, it wasn't very good. It disintegrated. So like when you compress it like that and then you go to peel it, it just falls apart. That looks good. Okay, we'll come back in a few and touch it up with the pony roller. I'm not worried about this area right here because I'm going to put the handle there. So it looks good. All right, we'll be back in a few. Okay, we are back. It has set up. I should get a close up of the wrinkle. It doesn't look like much right here. It's just because that chartreuse underglaze doesn't show that well against the white slip. Let me grab something. It was right behind me. But it does show up once it's fired. So this is a finished piece. And that's just, that's how much the colors change. That's cool. Okay, pony roller time. This just dawned on me. So I'm always like, you can fuss as much as you want, blah 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 blah. But in my head I'm always like, I don't like precision. But you know what? This process, it is kind of precise. I mean, you have to kind of mess with stuff a lot, meaning like, you know, I have to draw the design, I have to coat the screen, I burn the screen, that's got to work out, and I have to mix the underglaze. I've already mixed the clay, mixed the slip. I don't think I'm giving myself enough credit. It is actually pretty precise. The way I decorate it might not be super precise, but the process in and of itself is pretty precise. Okay. Now you could, oh, I'm going to zoom in. So sometimes there's these tiny little air bubbles. Tiny, tiny. And when you fire them, they'll be like this. It's okay. Sometimes, see, like it's not, if there's one there. Usually there, if there's a big one, you can pop it and refire the piece. But it's okay on the outside of a mug. It's not going to do anything. Now, if this was a plate and that happened, you know, you'd want to fix it, but this is fine. So anyway, this is how you do a wrap on a mug. And so you don't have to, we just pony rolled those wrinkles right out. And this piece had the same wrinkles. And once it's fired, if you do your little pony rolling, you can't even tell. So this is me compressing too soon when the paper was still too wet and the slip was too wet, and I just kind of smeared the slip. That's what that is. It's kind of funny. Looks like the house is on fire. So anyway, that is it. Pottery's better with a pal. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. I'll see you next week. Bye.